Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Adonis podcast. We're going to do something a little different today. In my last episode about Charlie D'Amelio, I was praising her for being unique and different and actually having talent in an entertainment world where everyone gets famous for not doing jack shit. The Honk to a Girl, Maddie Kowalski, Leah Houghton, what do they all have in common? They are all talentless and yet they are famous. Matter of fact, we now live in a world where everyone is so famous that now no one is. Let me say that again. Everyone is famous, so now no one is famous because it cancels each other out. Now, something that I spoke about is that I keep the amount of people that I follow on all social media platforms limited, including Charlie D'Amelio. I know I just spoke about her, but I actually don't follow D'Amelio. So that I avoid distractions and instead focus on my work, which is creating content and podcasting. I use social media as a tool to promote my podcast, and while I do go on there for entertainment purposes, I try to create more than I consume. Consistency is the key to anything, which is why I regularly make posts and videos and clips that I put out on a daily basis. So today, I thought I would do something different and show y'all what is on my feed and offer my commentary. Because most guys in today's day and age have nothing but whores and video games and useless shit on their feed. And then when someone comments, they say, oh, it's just the algorithm, bro. I can't control it. Yes, you can. They keep an eye on what you like, what you comment on, which videos you skip and which videos you watch entirely, and they show you more of what you like. I don't have hoes on my feed. Every now and then, sure, a hoe will pop up, but it's not even a portion of my feed. Most of my feed is motivation, how to be a man, political viewpoints, things of that nature, because I have a perfectly curated feed. Every time I log into Instagram or Twitter or TikTok for the sake of entertainment purposes, it is filled with nothing but pure entertainment. So many of these fuckers get on TikTok and doom scroll for hours, 5 hours later, and they're still bored out of their fucking minds. They don't even like what they see. I like what I see because I have a perfectly curated feed. So let's take a look. Alright, so let's start with X, formerly known as Twitter. Are you happy with the current state of the Sonic franchise? Yes, they just brought back Infinite. Andrew Tate, I'd be depressed too if I was poor like you. Yep, that's Tate, alright. Breaking, Clavicular fans have just exposed this girl for cheating on her boyfriend with Clavicular. I really don't want it to be on the YouTube. It's not going to be on the YouTube or the live stream, right? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Clavicular only hangs out with hoes, Eventually, when he wants to settle down, he's gonna regret his life decisions. What do men produce? We produce jizz to make babies. Can a man spend his whole life with just one girl? Yes, but it's getting rarer and rarer in this society. What the fuck is this? Sophie Rain gets forced to drink milk in new photos. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what Manon has to say. When you make more money than LeBron but have no skills or talents like LeBron, this is what you have to do. Keep in mind this thought said she wanted to be an astronaut as a child. Instead, she went from wanting to go to outer space to going to the face of OnlyFans space. This right here is exactly what I'm talking about. There is a video of Sophie Rain taking a picture with the fan who puts his arms around her shoulder, and she immediately ducks and says, "Don't touch me." I'm like, bro, he's just putting his arm around you. He's not grabbing your boob. Okay, listen, if you don't want to be touched by random strangers, I get that. I'm someone that I don't like to be touched by random people, so I get that. However, Sophie Rain literally has cocks up her ass for a living. She does retarded shit like this. This is why I praise Charlie D'Amelio but shame people like Rain. When have you ever seen Charlie D'Amelio do something like this? Okay, even if you're being forced to drink milk, can you drink it like a normal person? Do you have to get on your knees and put your ponytail back in the cum gutter existence? What the fuck is this retarded shit? And this is exactly what I was talking about in my last podcast episode. As we live in a world where retards are so desperate for attention, they literally do stuff like this just for the sake of getting views. Everybody wants fame, they don't even care what it's for. Selena Gomez refuses to release new music unless US quits Iran war. Thank God her music sucks. Tristan Tate. Better marriage prospect than what 95% of men have been able to them in 2026, let's be real. Okay, I'm not even going to comment on that. OnlyFans is proof women have no problem being sexualized as long as they get paid for it. Amen to that. That could not be more true. Ryan Garcia says he doesn't support the LGBTQ community. Well, I don't know who Ryan Garcia is, but he looks gay to me. He must be afraid to come out of the closet. Feminist I've seen this all over the news. Feminist Emma Watson reportedly dating a billionaire after declaring she doesn't need men. Isn't it so ironic? It's always feminists claiming that they don't need men, yet their mother needed their father's jizz so that these annoying ass, bitch ass feminists could exist amongst today's society. Matter of fact, these OnlyFans chicks, they're always complaining that, it's always, I don't need men, I don't need a guy. Look at all this money I'm making by myself. Bitch, you're making money by being provocative to creepy, older, weird men. Therefore, you need men. Because I can guarantee women, not even lesbian women, are wasting their time and money on a platform like OnlyFans. Alright, one more post and then we're moving on to the next platform. I've seen this. It's up to you to break generational feminism. Happy wife, happy life. That is a saying that I've always disagreed with. So many men say this. I've heard this throughout the years. Happy wife, happy life. Gotta keep the wife happy. Bro, the only men who say that are men who are absolutely miserable with wives who are never happy with anything. They are the kind of guys who work 10-hour days, or they go overseas to serve in the military, or they have the hardest jobs on the planet. They come home to provide. They put food on the table. They take the kids to school. They fucking are exhausted all the time. And then the minute he wants to go to his buddy's house on a weekend, on a Saturday, and crack open a beer, the wife yells at him. I need the toilet cleaned. I need the shower cleaned. We need new countertops. You don't do anything. Happy wife, happy life. Shut the actual fuck up. Alright, next we got Instagram.
I came down the escalator in 2015. I said, quote, I will stop Iran from getting nuclear weapons. And all I'm doing is keeping my promise. Think of that. That was in 2015. I said it. It was a threat then and a much bigger threat now, but no longer a threat. Not for a long time anyway. We want to keep it that way. As we continue Operation Epic Fury, we're also focused on keeping energy and oil flowing to the world. And I will not allow a terrorist regime to hold the world hostage and attempt to stop the globe's oil supply. And if Iran does anything to do that, they'll get hit at a much, much harder level. I will take out those targets that were easy and that I mentioned just before. We'll take them out so quickly, they'll never be able to recover, ever. If they want to play that game, they better not play that game. On the very first day I came down the escalator.
That's very true. This is why I support Trump. There's a lot of controversy surrounding the war. The war really doesn't affect most of us, so I really don't have a big opinion on it. But a lot of people on my side are turning on Trump, not really because of the war with Iran, but because Trump has sided with Israel. And while I don't agree with Israel at all, I'm still happy that Trump took care of this war because Trump is showing the world right now that America is boss and America, you don't fuck with America. Iran's been fucking with America for years now, for over a decade, and Trump just shut them the hell up. Praise Trump, best president ever.
What it is, it's Brad Lee and
That's an ad, don't care.
Everybody hit it with me, hit the
Oh,
line.
retard. Nope, I am watching shirtless bitches.
Can we do breakfast for dinner? No fucking way. Why not?
This show's
Eating
fun.
eggs afternoon is gay.
What the fuck are you talking about? Show me your fucking feet!
Yeah, black people are so cool.
Hey, watch it.
Fuck off! I'm not crying! It's piss!
Wasn't fucking crying!
You're about to look on their faces when you're doing this with new guys.
Fuck was that?
What do you mean? I was rolling dice.
No, you
What? That's not what that was.
I'd like a dozen of the chocolate glazed donuts. Good choice. You picked one of my favorites. I'll get them boxed and ready right away. Also,
Can I suck your cock for you?
Oh, hey, Mrs. Fetchko.
are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, you look like a whore.
You really think you can do it?
Does Magic Johnson have AIDS?
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck kind of response is that? Can we do breakfast for dinner? No fuck.
I just finished watching Ted Season 2. It was absolutely hilarious.
I want to drop these new $5 chicken.
More
Every time a
ads.
man sets boundaries and has some respect for himself, a bitch is automatically gonna call him a psychopath. Like, bitch, you is mentally, verbally, and physically abusive. But somehow us guys is still the problem. Like, hell no. Women take no accountability for their fucking actions. They'll suck 2 dicks, smack the shit out of you, and set the whole house on fire. And somehow the man is still the problem. Nah, bitch, you need to take fucking accountability. As soon as a man puts his foot down and doesn't give you what you want, he's automatically the fucking devil. Like, shut the fuck up. You wasn't calling him the devil when you was sucking his dick. But since he declined one of your fucking requests, now all of a sudden he's a bad guy. Eat my dick, bitch. Every time a man sets boundaries
God.
and has some respect for himself,
This guy's a
bitch is
savage.
automatically gonna call him a...
But yeah, I agree. I don't know what the fuck the story is here, but I agree just speaking about women in general. Women are like this. They love to play the victim, and the reason why they love to play the victim is because they're attention whores. They are whores in the bed, and they are whores in every aspect of life. In other words, most bitches are whores in absolutely every realm of human endeavor. Modern Family, they suck.
You like black girls?
No.
No? Why? Ratchet, huh?
It's not my type.
Weave.
And
I'm with you.
they usually just tend to carry a little bit of extra weight on them. So.
They're usually fat and obese.
Yeah.
You know, most obese bitches are what?
Black.
Bah!
So I'm
I love
saying.
my black queens though, but hey, y'all gotta get in the gym, bro. Y'all get y'all fat ass in the gym.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Y'all got the tortas beat.
That's what I'm saying.
You dig what I'm saying? Y'all got the tortas beat, bro.
Guess what the average weight of a black woman in America?
What are you?
185.
Bah! Damn. You like bitches? You like black girls?
Okay, so these two are retarded. Rare clavicular W. But why is this black girl talking like that? Why is he... Let's see.
Why?
He did it twice. He did that fa noise. Like, bro, just act normal. Why you gotta make a good point and then immediately acts like a fucking retard?
Skinny Pop. The life of a black hero has never been for the meek of heart.
This is a good show.
You will not get out of here alive! Do you hear me? I'm going to Ed's house, and I said no! You little bitch! The life of a black hero.
Boondocks is one of the best shows ever. That's one of my favorite shows. They're hilarious. Okay, we're going to do one more post and then we're going to hop over to TikTok. I'd like to point out that so far there hasn't been a single bitch on my feed. Literally 0 hoes whatsoever.
And so, look, what thought stands for is these hoes owe taxes. Okay? And what I
Why
say is that I'm going to take this money and improve our school
and
lunches, something that Michelle
Ronaldo,
Obama promised to do
Sneeko.
and never actually got around to. And so, look, what thought stands for is these hoes owe taxes.
Yeah, I am not gonna vote for James Fishback. Okay, I don't like Clavicular because he's a retard. Sneeko is a homosexual retard. James Fishback is not only retarded but also a hypocrite. I agree with some of his policies. For example, taxing OnlyFans. I'm not really opposed to it because it is something that is a significant problem in the US that is running people broke. However, that is the consequences of their own action. Listen, if you want to waste your money on online prostitutes, that's your business. And this is something on Ron DeSantis that I don't agree with. Ron DeSantis banned Pornhub from Florida. And I don't agree with it for 2 reasons. Number one, I think that's unconstitutional to censor what Americans can and cannot view on the internet. Alright? I don't agree with porn. I don't think porn is right. I think porn is a big waste of time. But that's my opinion. If you want to watch porn, it is your freedom and your American right to do so. So for DeSantis to take that away from us, I think that's extremely unconstitutional. But number two, there are so many other porn sites that you can go to, so him banning Pornhub did literally nothing. Why is this guy still in office, bro? Why are we paying him with our tax dollars? Like, what was even the point of that? Oh, you can't use Pornhub. Okay, I'll just go to another porn site then. You can't use Pornhub in Florida, but you can use OnlyFans. And OnlyFans, at least Pornhub is free. OnlyFans will make you waste your jizz and your money. As far as Fishback is concerned, Fishback is trying to tax OnlyFans. And he specifically attacked Sophie Rain. Here's the thing. Sophie Rain literally revealed that James Fishback was a subscriber to her at one point. The guy is a lying hypocrite. And there's other scenarios which I'll get into in another episode. But James Fishback is your typical politician who tries to sell you policies that he's never going to enforce, and he's not going to keep his promises. Fishback is a fake motherfucker, and if you want to take advice from me, you absolutely should not vote for James Fishback as the next governor of Florida. I certainly will not. Matter of fact, I would re-elect DeSantis as governor before I vote for Fishback to be the next governor of Florida. Okay, final app for this episode, TikTok. Competition is a sin. Not necessarily. Competition is actually very healthy. But too much competition can be a bad thing. Too much of anything can be a bad thing. Water's good for you. Drink too much of it and you drown. Competition is good. It helps improve us as humans. Too much of it is unhealthy because there comes a certain point where, oh, I need to be, let's say I want to be the top podcaster, right? That's good. That's healthy. But to be, oh, I want to be better than everyone else. Let me see what everyone else is doing and then copy it but improve it. Let me trash other podcasters just to boost my own popularity status. Let me do what these TikTok influencers do, where they compete with each other and turn on each other just for the sake of getting a meaningless number of followers. That's where it becomes toxic. In all honesty, the best competition is and always should be yourself. Why is she on my feet? I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
Hey, Forge and Flame going live with What's for Dinner and our biggest flash sale on our cutting boards yet.
Don't know why he's on here either. Don't know her.
Why you giving me the what? Why you giving me the finger? Am I free to go? Why you giving me the finger? Am I free to go? No. You're the problem? No. You're the problem, then we're I can leave. Get over here.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Whatever.
Fuck you.
What?
You are.
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me. Turn around.
Bro, that is not a fucking crime.
Yes, it is. I rode by him twice. He shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "What you?"
Is that a crime?
That's not a fault, Big.
Yeah, fuck off, Nick. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Because it's not a crime.
This is a long video, so I'm not gonna play the whole thing. But I spoke about this in my last episode. This is why I, generally speaking, don't like cops. Because they do shit like this on a regular basis. I see videos every day. I've seen it in person. It's been done to me. Dude, I've had cops try to explain the law to me, and they can't even tell me what the law is. I've had cops confront me for shit, and then I corrected them and showed them the actual law, and they've admitted that I was right and they were wrong. Bro, explain to me how you have a badge and gun so that you can enforce the law, and yet you don't even know what the law is that you're enforcing. Listen, I've been in unfortunate situations where I've had to call 911, and the cops didn't show up for 2 fucking hours. However, I've had cops contact me or come to my house numerous times because some bimbo wrote a report that they were offended by my podcast, and they come and talk to me about it. And it's like, okay, well, what's the arrest here? Oh, well, we're not making an arrest. We're just saying if you're okay, you know, you didn't do anything wrong. We have freedom of speech and whatnot, so there's nothing we really can do. Okay, so why are you talking to me? Bro, there's unsolved crimes in this city. There's people calling because their bike got fucking stolen, and you're over here talking to me. And also, something about the Tallahassee Police Department. They have a weird habit of giving you advice that you did not fucking ask for. I'm like, bro, we are paying you to enforce the law, not give us advice. And they should know, listen, a cop should be able to read people easily. Anyone who knows my existence, especially if you're a cop, especially because cops from the Tallahassee Police Station have told me that they listen to my podcast, listen to and watch my podcast. Let me say that again. There are members of the Tallahassee Police Department, yeah, there are officers who in their free time watch my podcast. Then you should know firsthand that I don't take advice from fucking anybody. So why are you even wasting your breath? You know, there was one officer, Sergeant, I forget his last name, but I featured him in an episode, a conversation I had with him. But there was a sergeant who told me that I care too much about what people think in regards to the case that I had with Jonathan Dean, where he showed up to my job and threatened to hurt me physically. And I told him, that's not true. I actually don't give a fuck what people think. And he goes, yes, you do. It's very obvious that you do because you're making all these podcasts. Okay. He's completely wrong, first of all. I don't care what people think, but there have been people in the past few months and years who have forced me to pay attention to what they think. They have done this by coming to my job to get me fired. They have done this by trying to get me evicted. They have done this by trying to break into my house, by trying to hit me with their car, by trying to jump me as I'm just randomly cruising down the street. I ignore these people for the most part. Then they make it personal by going after my friends. Or they find me in person. They leak my address online so random people are showing up at my house trying to cause a problem. And on top of it, I live in a city where the cops are so unreliable. Listen, bro. We live in a society where you should, or at least we should live in a society where if an unwanted visitor shows up to your house, you can call the cops and have them trespass from the property immediately, at the very least. But the society that we actually live in is some unwanted guest will show up at your house and you'll call the police. And unless you're the girl, the cops will take 2 hours to show up, if they even bother to show up at all. So it's not so much that I even care what these people think and say about me, it's the actions behind their thoughts. Jonathan Dean slandered my name for years. I didn't give a shit. It was when he started personally going after my friends and infiltrating my friend group. That's when I had an issue with him, and that's when I spoke up. Then he came to my job and caused a problem there. there's another issue I had with it. But as far as him spreading lies about my name, bro, people do that to me all the time. I don't give a fucking shit. These cops are fucking dumb, bro. It fucking aggravates me how stupid police officers are. Like, bro, we're paying you with our tax dollars, and instead you waste your time with situations like this. Some kid is getting arrested and he didn't even commit a crime.
Because a man's life is way harder than a woman's life, so whatever opinion you have, it's kind of null and void.
I don't necessarily think a man's life is harder than a woman's life.
Okay, so a lot of the videos are showing up right now. I'm not going to play them all right now for the sake of timing because I'm on a podcast. But Myron is one of my favorite podcasters. He says a lot of good stuff, and this is absolutely true. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to watch it entirely later.
The alcohol industry has created this idea, this lie, that the only people who don't drink are the people who've hit rock bottom. Like, you're healthy if you drink is the lie, right?
Yep.
But this is a neurotoxin that is definitely setting you back from the moment it crosses your lips, any amount. And we tell ourselves like, oh, like a little bit is good, and you know, like alcohol's not good for the human body. It's not really doing anybody any favors.
Very true.
The alcohol.
Opening hood.
Johnny! Johnny! Johnny, start the car!
Oh, dude, we're behind a student driver.
I can't take Tom anywhere. It's causing a scene.
Okay, we're going to go to my following, see what's there.
Sir, you gotta pay your taxes. Taxes? How much? I don't know. Oh, okay, I owe nothing? No, you do. Okay, how much? I don't know. Habibi, who knows? Ideally you, sir. How am I supposed to know? Well, you gotta do your calculations. How? We have to...
Uh-oh, loading problem.
Well, you gotta do your calculations. How? We have tools for that. Yeah, why don't you use them then? They're for you to use. Why me? It's your taxes. Yeah, but you want some. Oh yeah, we do. Habibi, what if I don't pay? Well, we take your stuff. Take my stuff, I'll buy more. You also go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. Then do the calculations and pay. Oh Allah, what if I make mistake? That's tax fraud. But it's mistake that you made. How will I even know I make mistake? We'll let you know, don't worry. So you do know how much I owe? No. Then how will you know I make mistake? We have tools for that. Then just use the tools, ya Ahmar. They're different tools. Also, I'm not getting paycheck now. I'm living on saving. Oh, you're getting paid cash. What? We know. How do you know that? We got tools for that. Sir, you gotta pay your taxes.
This is so true.
How much? I don't know. Oh, okay.
This is funny because it's true. And I like to ask the audience. So at the beginning of the year, we all pay our taxes, and we all get aggravated that we pay our taxes, and we all agree that the government is taxing us too much. So why do we pay taxes? Because they'll arrest us, bro. Both the Republicans and the Democrats and the independent voters fucking hate taxes in the IRS. If we all as a collective society just decided, let's not pay our taxes this year, the government would literally have no choice but to be our bitch. What are they gonna do? Erase the entire population of the United States?
Okay, listen up. If you are into...
This is DJ Audrey, someone I used to follow back when I was like 19. I haven't seen her videos in a while.
I actually think one of the most dangerous parts of a man's life is when he fucks around and gets really successful financially. Especially if he did it and he sold the business, or he can exit the business anyway. Because now he's just got time and money. The devil lives on that playground. And so that's why constantly looking for more consciousness is so important. Because you can find yourself in a very dangerous place as a successor. Now understand, of course it's dangerous when you're trying to get the plane off the ground. Get to 30,000 feet and fall asleep at the wheel, cowboy. That's dangerous. I actually think one of the most dangerous parts of a man.
Something that I've noticed is that a lot of the people that I follow, they don't necessarily tell me anything that I don't know, but they kind of just reiterate advice that I already follow. They say what I say, but in a different way, in their own words. And I think that's why I like it, because I relate to them. And that's absolutely true. Comfort is such a dangerous enemy. And so I think this is a mistake that a lot of successful people make, is once they get success, like once they say, oh, I'll make $30 million and then I'll go fly to an island or buy a private jet, I'm gonna go spend it on shit. And then before you know it, they're broke because they're so eager to spend all this money. You're like, bro, I don't care how rich you are. You could be the richest man on the planet. In order to maintain that wealth, you need to keep working. Why do you think Elon Musk became the first trillionaire in the world and he's still working his ass off every single day? Because if he stopped, eventually that money would run out.
Você disse que era meu, mas caiu na mentira. Tô de salto alto, vou deixar você na mira.
Lady J.
It's not weird at all. It is, in fact, what a lot of women out there had been asking for. So, if you don't like the fact that men aren't obsessed with women anymore, well, I guess you know who you need to talk to.
Yep. Consistency is key. What do I always say?
I don't want to brag, but I will. I was in the Avengers. The Avengers?
Avengers! This is gonna be good.
That's great. Thank you. What is that?
From Earth, I'm from Missouri. Yeah, that's on Earth, dipshit. What are you hassling us for? I'm here to kill Thanos. He took my girl. Wait, who are you? You're the Avengers, man. What have I to fear? The Avengers. That's what we call ourselves. And Hulk. Smash.
That was good. Alright, we're gonna end things off here, but... Alright, so that is my feed for the day. We've got a combination of some entertaining edits and clips from funny movies and business advice and some advice on how to motivate yourself, how to be a man, things of that nature. This here is obviously proof that you can and absolutely will curate your own algorithm based on who you engage with and based on what you spend time watching when you're on social media. So if you, a man, are watching this and your feed regularly consists of bitches in bikinis twerking for a camera, for attention, for male validation, it is not because, oh, that's what the algorithm pushes. It is because you are a perverted, lazy piece of shit. Anyway, thanks for listening. This is the Adonis Podcast.